Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be doing another one of my completing categories videos where we're going to be talking about categories in Tapped Out which they need to complete. This is kind of an extension of my ideas videos. Now, I just want to quickly say I'm not going to be monetizing videos where I have screenshots or cropped screenshots, as we should probably rightfully say what this video is, but just because it is a bit of a grey area when it comes to fair use. I don't know if I fall under it. Technically, it should be, if it's transformative, then you should be able to. But because it's something as big as Fox, it's a bit of a grey area. So I'm just not going to monetize these videos, and it should be fine. Then I should fall under fair use because it's non-profit. But, so yeah, so far anyway, in terms of what we have unlocked. So, in Flanders family, we have Flanders, we have Mod, or a Ghost, we have Rod, and we have Todd, we have Ginger, or is it Amber Flanders? I don't even know. I forget which one's which. And we have Edna Crabapple, which of course is Flanders' other wife. And then in Arpu's family, we have Arpu, Manjula, Sanjay, and Jay. I don't know his full name, it's too hard to pronounce. So yeah, let's look at it. So we're going to be talking about completing both these categories. So yeah, let's go. So the first one is Flanders' main family. So of course, first of all, now this is a bit of a weird one because it's actually Mod herself. Now they have got Mod as a ghost in the game already. However, I would like to add Mod as a human. Now, this could just be a unique, one-off character on its own, like a brand new character. I think it'd be better as a skin for the ghost. I know that that'd be a bit weird that you're giving the ghost the skin and not the human the ghost skin, but I just think that would work out for me. I mean, you know, it'd just be cool just to throw in thing. Now, of course, when I did my Christianity/thingy event, they could add a Mod costume there. I think that would work in the Praiseland when they add Praiseland. If they were to add Praiseland, I think they could do that. I think that would be really, really cool. A nice tribute to Mod, you know. So apart from that, I just thought I could latch that on there. Apart from that, we also have Grandma Flanders. Now, this was a really, really funny character because, of course, she was in like it wasn't really a Treehouse of Horror episode, but it was like a scary-ish episode where Bart was obviously scared of sleeping in his room, and they obviously had this bed. His clown bed, and it was pretty spooky. And of course, Grandma Flanders came over a couple of times and freaked him out. So you know, she's kind of a cool big character. She's, well, not really a big character. She's in a few episodes, but she is confirmed as dead. So obviously, well, they might need to they could actually add her into a Halloween episode. So I think a Treehouse of Horror update. I really think a Treehouse of Horror update would be really, really cool if they just threw in a bunch of dead characters. I know it's a bit weird, but they could do like a storyline where they like raise the dead sort of thing. I think that would kind of work, and they could throw in Grandma Flanders there. I don't really know whether we'll have these two. Maybe like a parents, maybe like a Mother's Day update or something like that. But we have Agnes Flanders, which is Ned's mother, and we have Nedward Flanders Senior, well, obviously Ned Flanders for short, which is Ned's father. So these are Ned's two parents. They're both French. So I mean, they could do like some sort of Bastille update. They could have had them in the Around the World update. Maybe if they do a part 2 of the Around the World update, they can add them in as like extension characters, just so they can, when obviously they re-add the French stuff, maybe they can throw them in there as well. I don't know. But I think maybe a Bastille update, because I definitely want to see something for Bastille Day again. And I was going to do an event idea on that where I would have included the two French guys. I was going to do a Bastille update and include them. That was my plan anyway. But of course, I can't really do that now because I've already been added in this Around the World update. But these two would be some two cool characters to throw in there for the Bastille update. And then we have Flanders' extended family. So we have Jose Flanders, which is obviously Flanders' Mexican cousin. And then we have, you know what, Tisselwick Flanders, who is Flanders' posh relative. We're not too sure if he's a cousin. He probably is a cousin, but he's posh relative. And then we have Ted Flanders, who again is another one of Flanders' cousins, and he has two kids. He has Connie Flanders and Bonnie Flanders. They're obviously parodies of Rod and Todd, and obviously Ted is a parody of Ned. But yeah, I think those are kind of a cool character. Obviously these are more like gag characters, so it's gonna be hard to add them in. But of course, Gravedigger Billy and Groundskeeper Seamus have also gag characters, and they managed to add them in, give them full set tasks, and make them really, really cool. So maybe they could add them in, I don't know. But these are 5 characters they could add in, Ned's extended family. And then we come to Ned's girlfriends / other family. I just thought I would include these girlfriends as well. I know they're not technically family, but and I didn't include all the girlfriends and boyfriends from the Simpsons family, but that's because their family's quite big. But just to make this a little bit bigger, we're talking about girlfriends and other family. So of course we have Sarah Solane, whatever the heck her name is, which is she's obviously this famous actress who falls in love with Ned, and Ned obviously is Ned's girlfriend for a bit. And yeah, and then we have Rachel Jordan. Rachel Jordan is like a Christian like gospel singer, I guess. She performs at the church, and then obviously she before she performed at the church in the past, her and Ned used to go out, and then she obviously stays at Ned's house for a bit, and then Ned cuts her hair just like Maud. I've done a video. I've included her in a lot of ideas, but I'd really think it would be cool if they added her in some sort of Christianity themed event, or possibly a music event, because of course she is a gospel singer. And then we have Baz. Baz, of course, is Flanders' pet dog, the Flanders family dog. He buys Baz quite later on. I don't know if it's a girl or boy, not too sure. And then the final character is the Devil, and this is actually Maud's boyfriend. In a really short clip, it turns out that Maud Flanders is actually going out with the Devil. I don't know. In the thing, and I don't know if Ned finds out, but Maud is going out with the Devil, essentially. They could add the Devil in Treehouse of Horror. I definitely see them possibly adding him next Treehouse of Horror. That could happen, where they could maybe explore that. So now we're coming on to Apu's family. So this is Apu's main family, and the big character, the one I definitely think they should add is the Nasamanta Pina, the octoputlets. So of course this is Apu's 8 kids. Now, I guess they could add them separately. And the problem with them adding separately is they don't look very different. The only difference with them is their hair color, as you could their hairstyle. Sorry, as you could probably see. It's a little bit different for all of them. But they could just add them as one big character if they really wanted to. I would like that. I would like it if they added them as one massive character, just one big character that walks around, kind of blocking the road a little bit. That would be kind of cool. I would like to see that. I would like to see all 8 of them. I don't know how they would do, how they would make it into one character, but I just feel like adding them all individually isn't going to be as good. I feel like it'd be easier to add them as one big 8 character, and of course, easier for us and easier for the designers. So yeah, and then we have Pausateo. I can't say her name. It's Sanjay's daughter. And of course, Jay is also Sanjay's son. In the show, he is previously in the show, he's a lot younger looking. And then he becomes really, really old, and he looks completely different. So there is like an alternative one to Jay. They could add an alternative Jay if they really wanted to, but they don't have to. I think it would just be fine if they added her. And of course, they need to add her as a character. So yeah, she's pretty cool. And then we have Apu Senior. I'm just gonna say that. I can't say the second name. Apu Senior. This is Apu's dad, obviously. He's appeared twice in a flashback, but he is actually dead. So again, another character they could add in this sort of Treehouse of Horror idea, which I have with Raising the Dead. I just think that would be a really, really cool one if they did the whole Raising the Dead themed episode or event. So yeah, pretty cool. And then of course we have Apu's mother. She's a bit of a bigger character. Of course, she was in the episode where Apu needed to have a wife, and then he didn't, so he had to pretend that Marge was his wife for a bit, and try and fool Apu's mother. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And she's a big-ish character. She's been a few times, so they could add her. And then we have Apu's other family is like sort of extended family. So we have I think is it Lois? Lois? Or was it Lewis? Lois and Gus, I think. There's no U though. I don't know. But these are Manjula's parents. They appear like once. They don't appear very often. I think they've only appeared once. So they could throw them in there as well, but they don't really need to. It's just some extra ones. They could if they wanted to. Then we have the Indian nerd, as he's called. He's in the school, or he's called Brian, but it's not too sure. I'm not too sure if that is actually his name. The wiki lists that as his name, but there isn't any. I can't find any source to why his name's that, Brian. But yeah, this is Manjula's nephew. So he's at the school, so that can be cool. And then we have Kavi Kavi Nasa. This is Arpu's cousin. Kind of fame. He's quite rich, I think, or wealthy, or whatever. Pretty big for him. Pretty cool. And that's pretty much the end. That's everything. That's all the ideas from this one. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That's all my ideas so far for Arpu. Well, that's completing Arpu and Flanders' family. That's all they need to add to complete their families. So yeah, pretty cool. And not too many characters to really add. I mean, these guys, they don't really need to add. I think these ones are the ones they definitely need to add. I want to see all 4 of these. These guys, I mean, it would be cool to see them, but they don't have to. Flanders' girlfriends, I definitely want to see these 2, and definitely want to see the devil, and you know, Baz would be cool as well, to be fair. Arpu's family, I mean, the only necessary ones are these, are the octoputlets and Flanders' daughter. The other 2 aren't really, and neither are any of them. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next video. Goodbye.